What's the most toxic red flag you ever ignored, only to realize it was actually a massive green flag? 3 years ago, I was in a brutal car wreck. I survived, but I was left with crippling PTSD. Just sitting in the passenger seat of a moving vehicle would trigger a full-blown panic attack. My chest would lock up, and I'd literally feel like I was dying. Then I started dating Mark. At first, things were amazing, but pretty quickly, I noticed whenever he drove us anywhere, he turned into an absolute menace. He would blast the most obnoxious, aggressive heavy metal music at max volume. He'd roll all the windows down on the highway, even if it was freezing outside. He'd purposely take the bumpiest back roads, hitting every single pothole. And he never shut up. He would start these loud, aggressive, completely pointless arguments about movies or random trivia, practically forcing me to debate him. Honestly, it was exhausting. I spent a year thinking I was dating an inconsiderate man-child who didn't care about my comfort at all. Every car ride was a sensory nightmare. That's when I realized I couldn't take it anymore. I loved him, but I couldn't be with someone this wildly selfish. The breaking point was a 4-hour road trip to my brother's wedding. For 3 straight hours, he blasted terrible EDM music, froze me out with the AC, and aggressively argued with me about whether aliens built the pyramids. I was so incredibly annoyed. When we finally pulled into the hotel parking lot, I snapped. I told him we were done. I yelled that he knew I had trauma, and yet he purposely went out of his way to make every car ride a living hell. He didn't yell back. He didn't try to defend himself. He just quietly turned off the engine and looked at the dashboard clock. "You're right," he said softly. "It is a living hell." Then he looked over at me. "But did you close your eyes once during this trip?" he asked. I froze. "Did you grip the door handle? Did you obsess over the speedometer? Did you imagine us crashing?" I just sat there in absolute silence. "Your therapist told me your panic attacks happen when it's quiet, when your mind has time to wander," he whispered. He let out a long sigh, looking completely drained. "I'd rather you hate me for being an annoying jerk than watch you relive your worst nightmare." He had been purposely overstimulating me for an entire year, just so my brain wouldn't have the silence it needed to panic.